right, guys, back at you. Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation, doing BITO and YBIT, the third of the BTC Beast. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Well, we were down 1%, give or take, 22.85 to 22.62 in BITO. How does BTC look? Well, with a 35 minutes ago in the market, it's at 65,100, up 370. So up slightly, not bad. We were down less than 1% in YBIT at 1620. So we're not exactly capped at the moment. That certainly was a big problem, but with some of the rolls. So let's go and look. They did add 50,000 from 3,475 to 3,525. So it didn't do a lot. 815,000 cash increase across all the money markets and different cash buckets. So no new trades were put on. So let's take a look first at our weeklies. So to summarize where we are, now remember, because of the bad situation with being capped, they rolled. So when I first looked at this today, I thought, oh, great, we're 22.62 and we've got only another today and tomorrow. And then I went, oh, yeah, we rolled too, which is what you really have to do. They went clear out to um, 726. So that's our situation. So we've only collected, as you might expect, like 9.62. Hey, it's better than being behind still. So we now have running room of 6% and 8.31% of being out of the money. So it's almost $2 on this larger amount, right? 2262 to 2450. Again, um, that would probably require 68,000 or something in Bitcoin to run by it. And it seems to want to kind of hang in this 64, 65, 66 range the last couple of days, really 65 and high 64s and high 65. So it's kind of just consolidating, which is actually a very good thing. Let it rest and build up its legs for the continued hike up the hill. All right, guys. So that's on our weekly. Nothing really to tell you. I had kind of said we've come back to the middle of the chart and we really bounced off these big resistance lines. So that keeps alive the bull flag, right? Let's look at holdings because that always tells us a lot about how everything is doing. Um, so like the other ones, I wanted to get these charts updated and keep these updated because I like visuals. So this tells you everything you need to know. Now, what happens sometimes, we roll out of a synthetic and the previous 3 days mean nothing. So I'm not even going to bother with the chart until I get 3 or 4 days of meaningful data. Why bother, right? So I'm keeping these up to date. You know, we closed at, this should be 1620. I changed it everywhere but this one. Okay, so we're saying fair value of 1617, so we're 3 cents overpriced. We've collected, per the average, 9.62%, right? You see on the bigger one, we're at 10.34, but it actually collected less money. Um, we collected 437 on this guy, and which is not unusual. When you take a higher strike price, you get less premium. So this would have to be 6 or 8 times for the money to be bigger. So between those, we have 9.62. I'll take it, right? Collected 824, and we'd have to buy back 745. So our synthetic, yeah, I know I showed you the chart. So it's getting a little better. It hung in the 37s, got to 32, and now at 31. And that's part of just Bitcoin moving up and dragging BITO with it. Um, so let's take a look at and talk about our payouts and what we can even do here. Well, you know what I should do? I should show you the existing ones, right? So whenever we're still in that same situation, right? Let me update this because there weren't any trades. I didn't come over and update it. Uh, and the issue is if money flows in, we write and we have good income, right? Because we're 10 points away. So we buy the call for a penny and we sell this 13, 14, 15, $16. You can just do the math and say right now it would be, 13-ish, 14-ish, just in strictly the delta, the difference, you're talking $12 and 38 cents. But now you got to add some time premium out to 8 too. So if they write more, we collect more money, but they're not going to pay all that money out. So this eventually has to fix itself. So I really like to see Bitcoin move up. I'd like to see BITO back at the 25 level. I'd like to see us writing 27s, 28, something like that. So let's look at that payout tab. Excuse me. All right. So here we go. And you've seen this script before, they write, they write, they write, especially here. They didn't do it so much in that first one, right? But this is the one where I made the big mistake and said, hey, guys, we're going to get 250, right? Because that's what they did with Misty. That's what they did with others. And they didn't have quite as big a liability, but and so I learned very quickly what they're going to be doing. So, mistake fixed. Doesn't mean they won't do something different on another fund that goes exactly here. But as far as BITO, I get what they're doing. Um, so our share count isn't that large. We've got $1.73. They're not going to pay us $1.73, not with us having a $31 million. Now it's down, right? From 37, but it's still a $31 million liability. So when you multiply it times this, it's about $8, right? Well, we had a NAV reserve of 741 coming along here that's been built up. But your debt is bigger. And I think they're just targeting the yield. I'll be honest. It's an 80% type yield. So when I get ready to calculate this, I'll just come over and plug in the current price. And now there may be an exception where we get that debt down. If we get that debt down, then all bets are off. If they collect $4, they'll pay us $2 or $2.30 or $2.50 or something. It's just when they're a young account, a young fund, and they haven't built up a lot of reserves and they have that big debt liability, then they're not going to pay all that income. And I get it. I wouldn't want them to behave any differently, and we've got to prove it. And in hindsight, YBIT, you could argue wasn't launched at a favorable time, but that only lasts for so long. They still got to prove it. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. Therefore, I hold my YBIT. I haven't been buying on the dips. I haven't been adding. Not that I don't believe in YBIT, just simply because I own a lot of crypto. But my only crypto is BTC. I don't own Ethereum. I don't own Solana. I don't own any meme coins. I own BTC. That doesn't mean you have to. If you own those, I'm okay with, anything anybody does. We all have our likes and dislikes. I'm just truthful about what I buy and what I don't buy. Okay, guys, I got to get to Tesla for you. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Fun and entertainment. Hope you are entertained. Have a great day ahead, peeps. See ya. Bye.